fellas, that's a hell of a win. And like we talked about going into overtime, KD hits the three. We didn't lose the game, man. We just had to win it in 5 extra minutes. And overtime, you guys were great. Obviously, the execution, the poise. Jamal, last 2 games, 16 assists, only 1 turnover. That's outstanding. Read in the right way. Really good job. Tonight, you think about it, 31 fast break points for us, only 14 for them, 64 in the paint for us, and 45 assists, fellas, and 9 turnovers. 45 assists is a crazy number. A lot of guys stepped up and played great. CB, thought you had a game winner. Went up and make some big plays. Aaron Gordon, way to get hot. Way to shoot that ball. That was fun to watch. But I don't know if you guys realize this. One and only Nikola Jokic, the first time in NBA history, a 30, 20, and 20 game. A first time in NBA. And I don't have a DPOG tonight. We gave it 141, but if I gave one, it would be to Nikola Jokic for all those defensive rebounds and being at the level. Fellas, we go on the road, business trip, 2 games. All right, bring it in, fellas. Proud of you guys. Go win. Go win. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, let's take a look at that Toyota game recap. Aaron Gordon was simply inflammatory tonight. 7 of 10 from 3? You're going to give him that 3. He's going to knock down that 3. The Nuggets were up 12 in the second half, looking for some breathing room now, and they find it. Joker steal, MPJ flush, and the lead got up to 21. You thought this game was over, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Porter would return the favor, though. Look at this nifty little pass. Look at that.
Yeah.
Touch pass.
I hooked it right over the defense right there, and Nikola knows what to do with it.
But after all the domination, this game is far from over. Grayson Allen right down Broadway. The lead is cut to 8, and they keep coming. The Suns keep punching away. Devin Booker, 3 + 1 = 4, and the lead is suddenly down to 2. Then just 2 minutes to play. Crunch time. Costly Nuggets turnover. Suns run. Can't make the play. Nobody else runs, and they tie it up. In fact, they would lead. Nuggets need a stop. They need some help. How about the play by MPJ? Just stealing that ball.
Just took it from him. Old teammate, right? Took it from Mason Plumlee and laid it right in. It was huge.
Without that, the game largely would have ended. Nuggets come back now. Tie game. Time running out. Christian Brown from downtown. And the Nuggets are up by 3. All right, now it's over. Only a $1.50 left. 1.4 to play. They can't possibly get a shot off in 1.4.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they ran that play against Utah a few weeks ago and got the same result.
Overtime, and the Nuggets did not mess around. Okay, you want to play to overtime? We're going to make you pay for it. Christian Brown from the corner pocket this time. They've scored the first 7 points of OT. And then Mr. History himself getting the ball in the pocket and an easy little floater. That's how you get to 31, 21, and 22. The Nuggets hold on to win. Here's a look at your Chevy post-game stats. And when you look at the numbers, they don't even make sense. Michael Malone mentioned the assists. When's the last time you looked up and saw 45 assists for a team in a game?
Yeah, it's, the Nuggets are a different breed of team. They just really are. I think I heard Chris Marlowe at the end of the broadcast say, or toward the end of it say, this is a really good night for numbers. It really was a good night for numbers. And, the only thing that didn't go their way right there, it looks like it was just the rebounding. And, I guess when you're making all the shots, you don't have to get rebounds, from all the makes. But, the Nuggets are, look, if you're taking the Nuggets, the Cavaliers, and the Celtics, those are by far the 3 best offensive teams in the NBA. And for the Nuggets, it's going to serve them really well in the playoffs, especially if the defense goes a little bit in and out the way it kind of has.
We have another question from the crowd. What's your name and what's your question?
My name is Elise. Chris, I miss you on the radio.
Oh, thank you.
Terribly. I have more of a statement that I check the future bets every day.
Okay.
Christian Brown cracked it yesterday at number 4.
On Most Improved?
Yes, on most improved
Oh,
player.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, in the future Brets.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, I haven't seen him on there all year.
Sure. Well, he deserves it.
He should
He
be.
does. And tonight being on ESPN and making those
Yeah.
shots,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just saying, he's there. It's like KCP who?
Yeah, thank you, Elise. I appreciate the statement. But, she makes a point. One thing we have to mention, it's important when these nationally televised games show up and the Nuggets play well.
Yep.
Because the national perception largely is based off these type of games.
Yeah, it is. And Christian Brown in particular, I think there's not a lot of people that are paying attention to what he is doing this year. And what he's doing this year is exceeding everybody's expectations. And it's not even close. It's not even by a little bit. It's by a lot. And, he has fit seamlessly into the starting lineup. Like, the thing I never had a question about was his defense. I know, KCP was an elite defensive player, but so is Christian Brown. And so then the question is what is he going to do offensively? Well, what he is doing is this. I mean, I 25 points on 8 of 11 shooting, the constant running of the court. I have to tell you, I cannot tell you how difficult it is to play defense the way he plays it, and then to run the court the way he runs it.
You have to be well conditioned
every single night, Vic. Every single night. That is a kudos to him for sure.
All right, when we come back, we'll set the table for what's ahead, and it's a tough one, man. Minefield galore.
Yeah, not good.
That man had 7 threes. The Nuggets as a team had 21. Is that good? Can they do that in OKC, please?
Please do it.
Aaron Gordon had quite the night coming off that ankle sprain. He was back in the lineup, and he did not shy away. He made his first 4 threes. He made 7 total. At ties a career high. 7 of 10, 27 points, Chris Dempsey.
Yeah, back like he never left, right? I mean, that is... it's wild, man. I mean, he walked right onto the court and made all these 3-pointers right off the top, had 12 of the Nuggets' first 21 points, and just, he didn't even need to reintroduce himself at all. He just walked in and did that. I mean, that is great. He has had a renaissance this year in his 3-point shooting. It's the best of his career. And he was that guy on fire for sure. And look, the Nuggets needed it. I mean, they won this game 149-141. So if he doesn't get them off to a good start, who knows where this game ends up.
Time now for assist of the game, brought to you by Red Canary. Just one, but this is the one we're going with. Look at the passing.
Yeah.
Just look at that. Look at the carving, the surgery. That's a surgical procedure right there.
It is a surgical procedure right there. And, you have not surprisingly, you have Nikola Jokic right in the middle of all of that. You asked the question, it just 45 assists is just an insane number.
Yeah.
And, look, as a team, the Nuggets came into this game averaging 31.3 assists as a team per game. Well, that is 0.1 off of the all-time record for a team assists per game, which is held by the LA Lakers, 1984-85. Showtime Lakers, right? 31.4 assists per game is what that team averaged. I think this is one of the best passing teams that we've ever seen. No, not hyperbole here. And that stat will show you, that kind of illustrates that. But then you get 45 assists in a game, and that's just, that you're passing at just a doctorate level.
You know who else made threes tonight? Peyton Watson. He was 3 for 5 from downtown. He's downstairs with our Scott Hastings.
Man, you miss some games, and all of a sudden, boom, right back in the frying pan and playing some nice minutes.
Yes, sir. No, it's good to be back. I knew that, it would, my rhythm would come with time, but I definitely feel good just being out there. I've been putting in a lot of work even since I've been out. So now it's just about getting back into tip-top shape how I was before and just continuing to improve.
You guys get up by 21. You kind of let that thing slip away and had to win it in overtime. What was going on that caused them to get back in the game like that?
I just think taking a couple of possessions off and just not being good in transition defensively, that's definitely an area of our defense that we have to improve. So I would just say that we got to stay locked in for the full 48 minutes, and we can't let teams get back into it after we've already dug them in the hole.
You guys are hitting some threes tonight. You went 3 for 5 from the 3. Ball seems to come smoother. Is it flowing easier?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the more work I put in, the more time I get, and the more reps I get, the better I'll get. I feel like I'm a really good shooter, and I'm going to continue to shoot those shots with confidence. And like you always say, just be myself out there.
Your teammates with the guy that set a little NBA history, plus 30, plus 20 rebounds, plus 20 assists. When you're watching this, do you realize the numbers he's putting up?
I don't even realize when I'm watching it. I'm not gonna lie. But just seeing the stat sheet after, it looks like it, bro. He does it under the radar, but he does so many good things for our team in terms of sharing the ball, rebounding, and scoring. I mean, there's really nothing he can't do offensively, and this is one of the best offensive games I've ever seen from anybody. So big shout-out to Nikola. I mean, he's one of the greats, and he continues to prove that night in, night out.
You ever played in a game where a dude gets 22 assists?
No, no, to say the least. He's one of a kind, and I don't know if we'll ever see anything like it again.
That's Peyton Watson, and that is the MVP. We'll wrap it all up when we come back. Gordon, he's with Scott Hastings.
Your body getting back after missing some games and stuff and playing tonight, playing 38 minutes, so it wasn't like you got eased in there. How does your body feel right now?
A little beat up, but hopefully I could bounce back for this next game.
You guys got 19 left, and it really kind of starts with OKC 2 in a row. I mean, this is like a big weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a lot of good teams coming up, so I think we're excited for it. It'll be a good test, good barometer. See where we're at.
Okay, 3-point contest. You or the big fella? Who you taking?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm down to try it though. I'm down for it. Big fella can shoot the cover.
Let's hope the 3-point barrage continues in OKC on Sunday morning. What do you think? Huh?
They need it. I mean, this schedule here gives lopping off the Wizards, but this is a very difficult stretch of games, and to have to play Oklahoma City back-to-back games, that's just cruel by the NBA to schedule that in that fashion. Then you have the Minnesota Timberwolves who are getting themselves together. They're getting healthier, playing better. And then obviously the LA Lakers who beat you here, and basically haven't lost it. I mean, they're playing great basketball. Let's put it that way.
What's crazy about the OKC game, you noticed something going into tonight's action. So the Nuggets game goes to overtime. They're going to be nice and tired going into Oklahoma City.
Yep.
What did OKC do against Portland tonight?
OKC sat every single one of their regular players. So no Shea, no Chet, no Hartenstein, no Jalen Williams. Nobody played. And I think that is not by mistake.
Yeah.
They're going to have those guys ready to go for Sunday's game.
They still won by 18 tonight.
And they still won.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're really good. And Portland's playing well.
Yeah. Well, can't wait to find out what the Nuggets do in OKC on Sunday and Monday, and we'll see you again Monday night. The Sunday game is on national television. I want to thank all of the loyal Nuggets fans who came out for Postgame Live as we all witnessed history tonight. 31, 21, and 22. Go to bed and think about that.
I will.